So Lily Cosby, Epstein Tino, is on here playing on TikTok again. This time talking about transgender women and uterus transplants. This is my opinion as a trans woman myself.
But in the future, it might be possible. You see, there's this new thing called a uterus transplant, where they take a uterus
You're a
from a
male.
donor and put it into the body of someone who is unable to give birth themselves. Once the uterus is in, they pop a baby in, and 9 months later, the baby is delivered via C-section. Uterus transplants have only been performed on cisgender women so
Right.
far, but there is
Not
talk
you.
among scientists that it might be possible for trans women
No.
in the future. But how is that possible? Trans women don't even have the parts, right? Well, remember when I told you that the baby comes via C-section exclusively, even for cis women? That avoids a whole lot of complexity and risk straight out the gate. The biggest obstacles that seem to be in the way are the blood vessels that line the uterus and
in Trump's America, this big back is still out here making trans women look like an absolute joke. Like, read the room and what's happening with trans people in the country right now. And you still have the audacity to make these videos that is a complete mockery of trans people. And I don't think you're a real trans person. Uterus transplants are experimental. They're done in biological women, females. There is billions of women in the world, and there has only been about a few hundred successful uterus transplants done on females. And even with those hundreds of successful ones, only 70 live successful births have happened. Now, as a trans woman, yes, I was born male. I transitioned to female because I'm a free person in this world and I always felt like a woman, but I'm not ignorant. I know that I was born male, which means that I will never have the capabilities of a biological woman. Not only is this literally impossible because it is rare that it even works on biological women, you can't just put a uterus in a male body. There is so many female organs that work together in order to produce a baby. It's not just the uterus. Even if you just put the uterus in, you'd have to put in the fallopian tubes, the ovaries, X, Y, and Z. There is so many female organs that all go together to produce a child in the womb, and a male body is just not going to have that. Even with when a trans woman goes under surgery to get a neo vagina, it does not work like a cis woman. It cannot contract. It cannot pass a child. And they're saying done by C-section. But even with a C-section, like I said, a male body, even transitioned and, hormone levels the same as a biological woman, we cannot have children. As a trans woman, I've always wanted to have a child. I think motherhood is beautiful, and I couldn't even imagine the experience of carrying a child myself. I would love that. But I just know that it's not a possibility for me, and I don't live my life in la la land pretending that it is.